hit start record. So we just got to Camp Tranquil in South Shroud and spoke to Dasset, who told us to go speak to Luke at Bend Branch Meadows to have our bird be battle trained. Greetings. Is there something you need? You wish to have your chocobo trained in combat? There is no small request you make. Oh, this is no small request you make. Riding your bird is one thing. Asking it to take hurts in your name is quite another. I will train your chocobo, but on the promise that you will never unduly expose it to danger. Do I have your word? To begin, we will need a bunch of Gisal greens. You have my leave to pick one from the fields yonder. Return when you have it. This reminds me, I need to check on my island sanctuary stuff. Here you go. Superb. Then we shall get straight to it. Doubtless you already know this, but chocobos are highly fond of Gisal greens. They love the leafy vegetables so much, in fact, that they will completely forget their fears in the face of danger. And thus, by feeding your bird the greens, you can prevail upon it to fight beside you. And then once called, it will be up to you to direct its actions as you see fit. You will find that your chocobo innately responds to a number of general commands. General commands? Give your bird an order, and it will act accordingly and to the best of its ability. This simple yet effective methodology was developed by the Four Temps family, one of the foremost houses in Ishgard. And that concludes your lesson. Of course, it is not enough to merely hear about a practice. One must venture forth and attempt it yourself. Summon your chocobo with a bunch of... Oh, we didn't have to go buy them. With a bunch of Gisal greens and together, and maybe, make your way to Sorrel Haven. The brood Z's that prowl the area ought to be a suitable challenge for you and your companion. Put them down in return. And lastly, by way of advice, I would recommend you keep an ample supply of Gisal greens on your person at all times. Our resident vendor will be able to provide you with as much as you can carry. Is that Kukovachi? No, over here. Cool, because the quest did not give me any, right? No, it gave me exactly one. But yeah, we need to grab more. I hope that's not the dude. That's not the... Nope. Okay, you speak of a resident person. Where? No, that's not. Nope. Keitha? Nope. Oh, nope. 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 Alright, listen here. Maybe the port... Nah. You know what? We're fine. Okay, so we need to go that way. I mean, I can ride you now, right? Perfect. We need to go up. It's a big old boy. The regular chocobo size for this row is like the regular size of the amber draught chocobo. Which doesn't change in size. It's just mass. It's just naturally massive. Oh, we got some hunt targets up here too. Oh, we learned... Oh, that's right. We learned Thrill of Battle. Increases maximum HP by 20% and restores the amount increased. Ah. Need one more. We need more of these toadstool things too. Alright, let's go get more of the toads. Thankfully, these lightning sparks don't attack you because magical damage hurts a lot. We've been poisoned. That toad is poisoned. Should be 4. Perfect. Now we're gonna go back down there. Oh boy. Whew, I was like, please don't get stuck. That very, very, very rarely happens. My God. Also, can I get up here with the chocobo? Oh, nice. So you have successfully negotiated your first few battles with your chocobo. Tell me, how did it feel? Was it not supremely reassuring fighting with your feathered companion? Your chocobo can make up for your shortcomings or build upon your strengths. Indeed, there are countless ways the two of you might complement one another. Through some experimentation, you will come to find the approach that serves you best. Before I forget, I have one last parting gift, a saddlebag, yes, for your chocobo. Carrying Giselle greens can be quite cumbersome after all, and there should be sufficient room for your personal belongings should the need arise. I pray it serves you well in your travels. Okay, and I think in order to be able to train it, we need to start doing this quest well. Greetings, sir. Tell me, how goes the training for your avian mount? I could not help but notice that there is some bias towards real-life combat. All battle and no bonding makes for a less noble bird. I say that you already have a fine residence of your own. Why not build a stable for your chocobo? Wait, it probably means EFC. Closeness leads to fondness, and there are other perks. I could tell you of those and more if you wish. We of Ishgard have a knack for chocobo husbandry. We have forgotten more than Gridania will ever know, I fear. One Ishgardian knack is to stable chocobos at one's residence. That makes it possible to train and feed the birds. The second knack is to keep the stable meticulously clean and picked up. Chocobos are cleanly creatures and easily distressed by slovenly housekeeping. Shall we get straight to it? Pick up every vegetable scrap littering the stable, if you please. Have you collected all the vegetable scraps? Very good. I'll take those. The place is as fresh as cream. How well the chocobos look, fluffing their feathers in contentment. You would do well to lay in a magicked broom. You shall need to use those for a proper cleaning, but that is for another time. There is more to stable care than simple cleaning, and that brings us to the third Ishgardian knack, fresh feet. I am not the aptest tutor for this craft, however. There is one that has a knack right here in Bent Branch. That would be Mistress Margalt, resident botanist. She is in charge of all cultivars maintained here for the chocobos. Go to her and beg a few greens and information from her. She will not stint you on either. Is this the right way? No, this way. Some feed for your chocobo. Ah, you've come to the right place for it. It has been a warm spring. Try the cracker root. Many birds who would otherwise go off their feed cannot resist these luscious roots. We raise them with love as well as skill. Master Luke likes to call that a knack. I've no quarrel with it. 'Tis a joy to grow, whether it be vegetables, chocobos, or the skill in one's hands. Why not try your own hand at growing vegetables? You say you have a house. Okay, people don't understand. This is all just filler speak, so something grow cracker root. That's TLDR. Were you able to collect some chocobo feed? Margalt is never stingy with her vegetables. As fine a cracker root as I have ever seen. A magnificent specimen. We'll come to the fourth knack of chocobo husbandry. Training. I hear head wrangler Keitha about her work. There's a thought. Go and speak with her. She will tell you much more about training chocobos. Nice to see you. Here to learn about training your bird, you say? Stable your chocobo and you'll be able to train the sweetheart, but you need to give him a treat straight after and not a moment later. What I do is to go pick up the choice bit of feed before I get the bird into training. The results vary, as that slick ruffian at the ebony stalls used to say. Around here, results depend on how clean the stables are, what treat you give. But long as you love your chocobo, it's hard to muck it up. Got a fine root? A cracker root. That'll work as a treat, no pun intended. Not the chocobo just kicking us in the chest. That was sweetly done. Use some skill at this, I reckon. Some are made to train just that one bird, but you can handle any chocobo. Some venturers share a stable, you know. Might be you could care for birds other than your own. You muck out the stables, that means you're helping raise the other venturers' birds as well as your own. Don't matter who did the mucking out, really. Those birds have been cared for, you see. That ought to hold you for a while. No use pouring too much wine into a cup. You'd best return to Luke. High praise indeed from Keitha. Excellent, excellent. I have now taught you all the knacks you must needs know at this time, I believe. It is my hope that you will be at a stable to your residence and there raise a chocobo to serve as your brave mount and trusted companion. Okay. So chocobo raising unlocked. That's good. Now, I'm a little confused. I think I maybe need to do a little bit more MSQ because I don't have my job stone. All right, let's go do self-management then. We're going to Gridania. Level 20 MSQ. What is this? Yeah, it's probably this one then. We know far too little of the sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the scions once more if we're to... beg pardons. 'Tis a terrible habit of mine to think aloud. But tell me, what brings you to the Adder's Nest? Hail, adventurer. I bid you welcome to the Adder's Nest. Do you seek to entwine your destiny with the Twin Adder? Never, actually. Good day, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. Ida and Papalimo, always a pleasure to see the two of you. My men tell me you quested the name of the scions of late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us that twin adders were in need of adventuring prowess. Ah, your little bird sings true. No doubt you've heard that we're investigating the Sylphs, that curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the Great Twelve's Wood home. The Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceful bunch, much to the delight of the elder Seedseer, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The twin adder is of the same mind, and 'tis precisely for this reason that the Sylph's relation to the primal Ramu has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Should there be even a sliver of a chance that the summoning of the primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylphic tribes, it is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry, indeed. Do we strike at Ramu or leave the Sylphs to their own ways? That is the question, yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to listen only to one's own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. I would hear from the other side, the Sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you, Scions, come in. The Sylphs of the Little Solace remain untempered, and have held many a productive dialogue with our own people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of a productive parley. En route to Little Solace, you will come upon the Hawthorn Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the Sylph's favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly pal of air with the Sylphs. This should be a pleasant enough diversion. The Hawthorn Hut, was it? Well, I believe the ferry departing for I don't know where it's going. I don't know. It's drifting. I believe the ferry departing from the West Shore Pier should take us straight there. A friendly palaver indeed. It's that stupid word right there. That's what it is. I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papa Limo. I don't think clipping is a thing anymore. It's that doesn't exist. All right. Wait, pride and joy with what? Qu'est-ce que c'est lady? Oh snap! It's the thing. It's the thing. It's Marauders Guild time. Marauders Guild. Ah, asteroid. Just the man I was hoping to see. Aye, it's plain as day that you've no equal in our guild, and I have a task that I'd entrust to no ordinary marauder. I just received a message from an old comrade-in-arms of mine who now serves as a guardsman in Costa del Sol. It would seem the fighting's grown fierce in those parts, and he finds himself in dire need of reinforcements. Mind you, this man is no white-livered whelp. He can wield an axe with the best of them, as evidenced by Master paying good coin for the services of he and his men. No, any enemy who could fluster that bunch is not one to be trifled with. I have sent on ahead to attend to the wounded. Seek her out upon your arrival, and shall apprise you of the situation at hand. Good thing we got Costa del Sol already. You know what I should do? I should do the event real quick. We'll come back. We'll come back and do the event because I don't want to do that while we're recording for the YouTubes. We'll come back. And then we'll get our Power Ranger costume for our boy here. Ever the sight for sore eyes. A nasty bale of turtles has been preying on this area of late, snapping and gnashing at everything in sight. Why, even the beastmen that Master could buy them find themselves no match for the creatures. Word has it that the beasts have been sighted swimming in from the lightly guarded northern shore. I would send you there to investigate the cause behind their numbers. Me smacking the mic with my coffee cup. Oh, snap. What are we standing around for? It's fucking unsheath your shit. God, fucking targeting. So annoying. Seven hells. There's no end to them. Prepare to fall back. I'll see to the shellbacks. You whelps just try not to end up as turtle grub. That axe. I've not seen it. It's like in... We must do what we can. Dude, you can't even see me. What, in the Ninja Turtles? Nice, we gotta level it. Are you stunnable, my good sir? You are. I forgot this guy's name is Curious George. That should send them scuttling back to their nests. I don't know what voice. I'm just gonna read it regular, guys. You can call me Curious George. One remark about the name and I'll rip your ugly heads from your shoulders and suck the marrow out of your twitching spines. Maybe he deserves a voice. My God, you two are guards from Costa del Sol, I reckon. Not as such. We are of the Marauders Guild, sent by Axemaster from Middle Lane to assist in the defense. I am Sakura, and this is my comrade, Asteroid. From the guild, you say? Well, blow me down and call me a bogey. Had you told me sooner, I'd have introduced myself with proper aspect. You're Asteroid, right? We've only just met, but I see in you a strength not found in ordinary men. What say you unleash the beast within and become a warrior with me? A warrior, you say? So it was you I saw, brandishing battle techniques I had thought lost to the sands of time. Lost? Perhaps in these parts, but where I come from, the way of the warrior is alive and well. My tribe has been heading them down for thousands of years. Yet our numbers dwindle with every new summer, and this is why I left the mountain and where I was raised to come here. What say you, Asteroid? If you would walk the path of the warriors with me, seek me out at Hidden Falls. The warriors of old. We have all heard the tales, but never once did I dream that I would meet one in the flesh. My memory is cloudy, but many years ago, it was said there was a young marauder in the company of heroes who would unleash crushing blows theretofore unseen by his comrades. When the company disbanded, he vanished, never to be seen again. Might that be this curious George? I cannot vouch for the man's identity, but there can be no denying the display of strength we saw today, nor that he has taken a liking to you, Asteroid. This could be an opportunity for the ages. In Hidden Falls, was it? Were I in your boots, I would head off there without delay. This is... we need to go north, actually. And the Moonfire Fair event's going on. Jesus. And my headset all the way up, you little punk. Hey, these are colibri. There's a colibri pink dye. That makes sense. I knew you would come, Asteroid. Let us begin. Any man can take up an axe and call himself a marauder, but to become a true warrior, he must prove he can tame the inner beast that guides the blade. I witnessed your battle with the turtles, and I must say that I was impressed. You have proven yourself far more worthy of this than I could have imagined. In your hands lies the soul of the warrior, a crystal within which the deeds of a thousand warriors from history are recorded. For countless generations, the soul has been passed on to those in my tribe who choose the path of the warrior to guide them and aid them on their journey. When your inner beast awakens, the runes will resonate, further empowering your will and granting you such strength as you never thought possible. Today, there is cause for celebration, my friend, for through you, I have ensured that my tribe's legacy will endure. Yes, it is for this day, this moment, that I came down from the mountain. Yet however earnestly I pursue my goal, I cannot deny the fear inside me that my mission will ultimately end in failure. For you see, while I style myself a warrior, the truth is that I left the mountains before my training was complete. And while I carry with me the chronicles of my ancestors, detailing the ancient arts of war, I lack the ability to fully decipher the texts. Yet there still may be hope, for there is another who fled my village, one who shared my dream of passing on the teachings of the tribe and can read the tome. My brother. Without him, I fear there is little more I can teach you at this time, but that will not discourage me from continuing my studies of the Chronicles, nor shake my belief that further secrets will soon reveal themselves to me. Until then, I ask that you use the knowledge I've passed on to you and continue your training. You must strive to harden your will so that it may endure the strain of future burdens. Good luck, my friend. Nice. Can I equip this? Ooh, that's new. Oh, that's new. That's definitely new. So we're officially a warrior. Alright, cool. Now we go to the Black Shroud to continue MSQ. That waterfall was loud. Okay, we're gonna go to Lancers Guild. Hey, thank you, my guy. Thank you, Mr. Scythe. Mr. Scythe. The ferry docked at the base of this hill will carry you across the lake to the East Shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east and you should find the Hawthorne Hunt without much trouble. We have food, right? Let's go ahead and re-up that now. Passage. Thank you. It is set to Final Fantasy 14 online. In OBS, it shows like the 1.0 picture. Yep, that's just what it is. I don't know if they changed it or what. All right, we're gonna follow the main road here. I don't think as a marauder starting in Limsa that you would have hunt logs in this area, so we're good. Let's attune first before I forget. Nice. Indeed, I am Emmeline of the Twin Adder. I understand you're here to learn of the Sylphs, yes? For all their whimsy, they are a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and they're as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all, no? Would you know more, you do well to speak with the master of this hut, Rolf. He's forgotten more about the Sylphs than I'll ever know. Come to learn a thing or two about the Sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing. They're peculiar folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, just let me tell you. They're beg pardon, friend. My memory is just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all a clutter in my noggin now, though I've shared my stories with those around the hut before. You might have more luck with them. The Sylphs? Yes, Father's told me his stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is how their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You do best not to underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest your face end up a mess of glyphs, squigglies, and chocobo scratches. The quickest way to a quiver woman's heart might be through her stomach, but don't even think of trying to foist your foodstuffs on a sylph. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun, or so Rolf once told me. The sylphs? Inveterate tricksters and troublemakers, that's what they are. One day they're drawing marble faces on our masks, the next they're sending our young sentries falling to the bottom of a ravine. Tell them to stop and they just laugh at you. Rolf claims they harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. I would agree. That sounds terrible. Oh, of course, of course. Hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. A sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You do well to remember this. It just may help win the favor of forest friends. By the way, I'm struggling today to speak. Like, struggling. Hang on, let me pour some water. I'm gonna chug a little bit of coffee. Just kidding. I downed the whole thing. Oh, still here, eh? Great. And there's one more thing you should know about the sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you do well to bring along, drat, what was it again? And my wife Rosa and I were just speaking of the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rosa at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than mine own. Bro, this is me. I'm Rolf. I need to find a Rosa, because then I won't remember shite. It looks like he's eating something. I just want to look real quick. Looks like he's like gobbles up something with his arm. Let's see. Do it again, buddy. Or you do it again before I kill you. There he goes. Oh, he definitely eats some. That's cool. A peace offering for the sylphs. Were it anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey, but I fear that wouldn't get you past their front doorstep. No, their tastes run more to the unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milk root? That's what we call the root of that most fiendish seedkin, the ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions to the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying the stuff, but the sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen an ochu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Were you to stimulate it somehow with some of this amber syrup, for example, you might be surprised at what comes out. Good luck. Imbiber. Hey, look, an ochu. Bless you. All right, now we are heading back to Rolf. So I was looking at all the videos. I renamed them and everything so that they're ready to upload. We're about 10 and a half, or 11 and a half, 12-ish hours in. Besides the 40 minutes that we've put in today. I want to make sure we get good progress, but also want to make sure we're pacing ourselves well, we're reading everything, we're not skipping cutscenes. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Milk root, but of course, those sylphs quaff that cloudy stuff as quick as I do a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Any road. A gift of milk root would have the sylphs calling you friend and brother the moment they lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. I've taken the liberty of wrapping your milk root well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from that god's awful stench. The sylphs love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of the marble that put an end to my adventuring days. But I can tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend to today, yes? The sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know that they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend. And do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you'd regale me with your adventuring tales. Oh, you're good. You're good. And before I forget, don't go traipsing off just yet. Ameline here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend. We're just learning about the sylphs and their etiquette and their customs. It's good to see your knowledge of sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young sylph by the name of Kumuxio. He has served as an intermediary between our peoples on many an occasion, and has the close ear of the tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that malodorous root the sylphs so adore. I have something of far greater import for you to deliver, a missive from the elder Seedseer herself. To summarize the letter's contents in brief, it vouches for the integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ixal has taken a toll on our resources, and we can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of this mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. We're on our way. So around the corner, after a little bit of work here, is going to be... I don't even remember the name of that dungeon. The one with the very, 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 very long cutscene right before the final boss. If you would be so kind as to help me, accompany me. But that's going to be, I dare say, a ways, because we still have to do a lot of dialogue and stuff. Walking one is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might be a different story, but this one expects no such thing. Oh, that's right, that's right. No worries, no worries. I just wanted to throw the invite out there. This one would welcome walking ones who moved like these ones. If walking ones would talk to this one will answer. This one is a busy one, so walking one should speak with quick tongue. Walking one would bring gift. Walking one brings milk root. Milk root fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks. Many, many thanks. Walking one carries message for Elder One. This one will deliver the message to Elder One. Walking ones should not worry. Hello there. We're envoys from Gridania, and we're here to treat with your people. Aye, we come to pay our respects to your elder, and to learn more from him for your Lord Ramu. Who are these ones? These walking ones come from Gridania? Walking one became a dancing one and brought milk root, but walking one tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder one is busy, and walking one should go home. Go home, you say, but the sylphs of Little Solace have always welcomed Gridania envoys with open wings. The letter carried by Asteroid here is an oath of peace penned by the Elder Seedseer herself. Still you would refuse us. This one's reasons are no business of walking ones. Elder one has no words for Gridania. Walking ones waste everyone's time. Well, I never. Turned away at the gates. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was Asteroid's jig insufficiently jiggy? I'm as baffled as you, but something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncomfortable wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. It's a miracle I didn't fumble that, by the way. Got plus 2 to intelligence radar. Say, Asteroid, are you in the mood for dancing? I'll eat any time. Say less. You went through all that trouble to learn the sylph's traditional greeting, but you've greeted hardly any of them. Why, if I were a sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventurer expressing an interest in my culture. Me? Of course I'd be happy to join. Ow, oh, ow. There go those bloody leg cramps of mine acting up again. Alright, Ida, if you didn't want to dance with me, you just say so. Like, I won't be mad, because it's you. This one is weaving cloth. Walking one would know more. This one does not trust walking ones who do not show respect. Walking one would be a friend to these ones? This one is overjoyed, but this one keeps the way of weaving a secret. Even if walking one learned this secret, walking one could not weave in the same way. Walking one's belly is rumbling? This one is not making a meal. This one is boiling bark and flower seeds to dye thread. Color must be jolly, and so must greet making. Ooh, walking one knows Jolly Dance. Jolly Dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends. What does walking one want with this one? Elder one warned this one not to get too friendly with walking ones. No, I didn't die. I should still be here, but I do see it redlining in OBS. Oh, and I'm desync from the game. And I'm not. Walking one is a friend to these ones. Friendly like gracious elder one of Forest City. Knows how to dance into these ones' hearts. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me just check with Twitch. Still here. Can you see this? Can you hear me? Yada yada ida ida. Ida ida papa limo. Ida ida papa milo minfilia thancred. All right, so we've stopped the stream. We're no longer live streaming, but I'm going to continue forth. Asteroid, would you like to hear the good news or the better news? The good news is that your lovely dancing has brought smiles and high spirits to all of Little Solace. The better news, why, I've thoroughly recovered from those accursed leg cramps. Onward to our next adventure. Asteroid, as an adventurer, you're no stranger to helping distressed folk, I'd wager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. The adventurer who comes to the aid of the local populace can go from stranger to hero or knight. No doubt you see what I'm getting at. The sylphs who make their home in Little Solace do so having been driven from their wildwood home. Surely, they have their fair share of troubles. Seek out troubled sylphs and see what might be done to ease their worries. A sound plan, would you not say? That said, the sylphs are not known to share their worries with outsiders. You would be better off inquiring with Here Emilia of the Gridanians who reside here. She is most likely to be privy to the sylphs' troubles. Praise be to the elementals. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventurer with a truly gentle heart. The sylphs of Little Solace are sorely in need of aid. Pray hear me out. Being a temporary settlement, Little Solace wants for amenities, not least a stoutest set of defenses. Consequently, beasts from moms around are free to wander in and terrorize the hapless residents. The Zizgorlins and Gallnats that roam these parts are especially troublesome, but slaying one of each would serve as a warning to the rest. Furthermore, perhaps you could gather 3 brownie brushes as well. They play an important role in Sylphic culture, and I do not claim to know the details, and what with such feral beasts prowling the forest, they are not easily come by. When you are done with the deed, seek out Kumuxio. He is slowly to warm to outsiders, but your good intentions will not be lost on him. My own experience speaks to this. We's gonna go murder. Oh, don't need Zizgorlins anymore. Oh, brownie brush. Brownie brush. Not to be confused with brown bushes. Anyways. So one sec while this loads. I just need to send a message to one of my mods. Okay, sorry. Thank you for your patience. What I was asking is, one of my buds, Shirai, who's in the FC, to make a voice channel in the Discord so that I could essentially just stream in there if anybody wanted to watch, because OBS and Twitch are struggling. And then I could just stream in the Discord, and we would make a voice channel that only I would be able to speak in, and we have a muted type only chat if anybody wanted to ask questions alongside and stuff. Okay, what else do we got? And now we're going back to Kumuxio. We're gonna hit sprint. So I'm pretty certain, almost 99.9999% certain, that I don't need to have my Chocobo out with the Gasol greens to mount it. We're good. Okay. Whoa, that whale's slow. That's a slow whale. Dancing One is still here? Dancing One can dance all day. This one's trust is not so easily earned. Really? Because I got 3 brownie brushes. Dancing One brings brownie brushes for this one. This one can dye thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing One kills bitey buzzy one. This one hates bitey buzzy ones. Dancing One is kind. Too kind. Many walking ones come to these one's abode, but few are friendly like Dancing One. Perhaps this one was wrong not to trust Dancing One after all. This one asks Dancing One for forgiveness. These ones have many troubles since walking ones last came to our abode, and this one must always be careful. But Dancing One is not like the other walking ones. This one can trust Dancing One. This one would ask Dancing One for help. Strange walking ones with bodies of steel come to the home of these ones. This one thinks steel ones come from Empire. Where Empire goes, many living ones become dead ones. Trees fall and bushes burn. These ones' home is in danger. This one begs of Dancing One to help this one know more. Dancing One is friends with these ones and walking ones, yes? Dancing One must speak to these ones here and walking ones in Hut House and find out more. This one has a bad feeling. This one fears steel ones are after something. But this one should speak no more. Go, Dancing One. This one depends on kindness of Dancing One. Anybody else gonna have like an aneurysm after speaking with the sylphs for more than 30 minutes? Just me? Okay, 1 second more. We are working on this voice channel in the Discord. Okay, sorry. And Palexia. Strange steel walking ones. Yes, this one has seen. Steel walking ones carry big boxes. Maybe walking ones hunt for shiny treasure? This one likes treasure. Alright, there's one more this way, and then we gotta go all the way west to the hut. Shush! Shush, this one says. The steel walking ones are scary, like touched ones. This one hates scary, and scary ones have scary friends. And so the touched ones that sylph specifically is talking of are the tempered sylphs that we are hearing about. This is a massive carriage. This is also the similar carriage that you actually ride in on if you choose Gridania as your starting city state. If you become like an archer or what else? Archer, Lancer, Conjurer, and I think that's it. Okay, this particular part in the YouTube series Let's Play is going to be a little bit shorter just because we're about to make sure that everything in the voice channel and the Discord set up for streaming because Twitch is poopy, and then we'll be back at it, and we'll probably have some friends in the Discord to talk with while we journey adventure. So thanks everybody who's watching this on YouTube, and we'll see you in the next one here shortly.